Salutations and welcome back to another episode from the Tales of Kartonia. Today we are in Snapshot. That's the wrong button. Snapshot. Wow, keep messing this up. 14W5A, and they added lots of cool stuff. Mostly in this actually. For survival, they didn't really add all that much. But as you can see here, you have the normal feet, X, Y, and Z position. You always had, but in the previous versions, you had in parentheses the rounded values, which are now shown at block. So this is block number, 427161997. It also now shows you the exact coordinates in the chunk and the chunk position. So this are your coordinates within this chunk. So that's really cool. So that means that there are 26. Is that 26? No, 62 chunks that away and 26 chunks that away. And biome, it's much more clear now. And this, I'm really happy about this. Light level. It shows you the actual light level, 12, but also shows you how much of that is from the sky and how much is from the block. As you can see here, we now have 15 skylight, which is really cool. You didn't have that before. So that's all good and all. However, you might see that there are no how do you call them? Item frames anywhere. Every time I update to a snapshot, I back up my save, and it's a good thing I did, because all the item frames popped off, all of them, and I think we have almost 200 of them here in Kartonia. So I went and collected each and every one of them, put them in chests. And now it's time to put them back. Let's see. This one was over there. And this has to be done for each and every shop. Oh, you can only rotate maps. Well, I guess that's fair. I think these were apples. Yeah. But at least you can rotate a lot more nowadays. That one. Oh. That one. Whoa, hello Bennett. So I'll do that. I won't show you the painful process of doing them all. But I did notice that that one didn't have item frames at all. All the other shops have, but that one does not. So that's what we are going to change. And yeah, over here. And over here. Yeah, sure. It's the inn, so I'm going to use beds. Got plenty of beds. Got plenty of wool. Plenty of wood. So yeah, but replacing all these item frames is going to be quite a lot of work. You wouldn't say it if you were looking at, this building, but let's just take an example. The arbitrarium. Each and every chest has an item frame, so I need to check every chest. Oh, these were tulips, these were bluets. That's going to take a while. So when I'm back, you'll probably see me in the... I still don't have a name for that place. I really need to make a name for that place. Our project. So we're up here now, just looking for where to build. And we've got this now. So you have our temporary pumpkin farm, which may or may not be temporary. Our cactus farm and our entrance, which we still need to make a bit more appealing. But there are several ways in which we can grow. We can branch off this way and build over there, and we can branch off that way, or we can also branch here at the back towards the mountains, start building into the side of that mountain. I'm not quite sure if I want that. I mean, sure, it might look cool, but as I said, I'm not quite sure I want to do that. So we're going that way for sure. And if that proves that we don't have enough room, then we'll go towards the mountains or plateau or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So I brought Bandit along. I mean, it's been I've been away from Kartonia for a very long time, and even when I am at Kartonia, I hardly give him the attention he deserves. I mean, just look at him. He doesn't even have a colored collar yet. So let's give him the color of Kartonia, which is lime green. So that looks a lot better. As you might also have seen, I want to add one more thing. This is not... All the other things are farms and useful stuff. This is not really something useful. It's just for the prettiness, aesthetics. What do you call that? I don't know. Let's just call it that for now. No place to put down beds, and this is a colony, an outpost. So you need to be able to sleep here as well. You know, and carry, each building had its own bed, but I'm not going to give every farm a bed. That's just silly. And it's not as necessary because it will eventually be all inside and fairly safe. So you can just have one place with beds, in my opinion. So I'm going to start laying out some roads that direction. And I'll be back with you after that. As you can see, I have started laying out the road. That way, it is a bit long. So I think that halfway over here, I'm going to build a little storage. It's not going to be an enormous storage facility. It's not going to be teeny weeny either, but you know, I don't want it to be just small and simple. Watch me in 4 episodes make it into something extremely complex. Well, anyway, I wanted to, oh blimey, give this part a glass floor. I don't have it on me. No, I do not. I think I left my silk touch in the chest, which is okay. It's better than leaving it in, I don't know, Kartonia, which is back and forth might take a couple of minutes actually. It's a really long road through the nether. I keep double tapping to sprint. That's because I've been busy playing in a mod. And the mods are still in the version that you need to double tap. There you go. So, you know, this idea is fun and all. It has one drawback, and that's you cannot place pumpkins here. You can there, but not over there. They must be placed on something solid, because you can't put them on glass either. So what I did to prevent that, to solve that, is kind of what you see over here. I make this small frame here, so it also looks a bit better from, you know, from the outside, and that's not what I wanted. I want that over there, and this one, I believe. Sure, I think that looks better actually than what I have going over there. Looks a bit too flimsy. Yeah, that looks better. So you kind of already saw it over there. And add a stair over here and over here. A block over here as the base. And a column, of course, goes up. And the same goes for this side. Do that. And that. Add a little border. Try to get down. Somehow. That worked. Do that. That's going to go over here. So let's remove that. Yeah, it's not that high, obviously. Keep forgetting I just have this on my bar. And like that. And now you should be able place pumpkins. Marvelous, isn't it? It is, thank you. So I'm going to continue doing that for all these two other parts. And I'll probably start on the wall a little bit and I'll be back. Alright, so I said I would get started on the walls, but I kind of finished them. I mean, it's not that interesting, I suppose. I just chose these glass walls, 3 of them over here, just like we have in the pumpkin farm. And on this side we have 2 of them, because this is where the storage is going to go. Yeah. But we do have to fill in this. It's going to be just a plain door. Need so much more clay, but that can come later, I guess. So yeah, storage will be here. And I have decided to really make it small. So I need to get rid of this. This, which kind of means all that effort was wasted. But oh well. Get rid of you. And of you, at least for now. And grab these. So the storage is going to be this wide. As I said, it is going to be really small. So I think it's better if I just build this layout off camera, because otherwise all you really see is me placing blocks in a straight line. So I'll be right back. So I laid out a basic shape, and right now I'm filling in the walls of the 2nd level. Yes, it's actually 2 levels high. Or low, depends on how you look at it, because the 2nd level is actually in the ground, as you might see. That level is at the height of the actual bridge, as you can see that. So yeah, it's a bit of a basement level, I guess. Just built in standard way. I need that clay. Come on, thank you. With the pumpkins and stuff, I added this as a way to go up and down. Nice and easy, simple ladder. Nothing complicated. It is made of quartz, that's true. But that's all there is to it. So, oh blimey, out of clay. Of course, was almost there. So on the outside, right now this is just between the 2 levels, a strip of stone brick. How do I get back? I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that at stone brick, to be honest. I might change it up, but I'm not sure into what. So yeah, we will see. Right now let's get some clay. I'm starting to burn through my resources. This is where the clay used to be. Bother. Luckily we still have that little place over there. Just brimming with resources. You might wonder, why do you specifically close the door each time? I'm going to walk back in there in a couple of minutes anyway. Well, it's best to learn yourself a habit, because I don't want to end up realizing I forgot it because there's a creeper in the base. Or something like that, you know? So, you know, from this side it actually looks cool, that wall over there. Bridge, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I like it. The storage, it needs a lot of work. We'll probably do the exterior another day, because I'm also running out of time. Well, I didn't really start all that late, but replacing all those item frames, I might as well build these columns right away. So yeah, building all those, replacing all those item frames, that took a long time. Much longer than I had anticipated, and I didn't plan on that. Now I updated and I went to my world, and I thought, what am I going to record right now? Where am I going to start? Am I going to start Kartonia? Am I going to start over here? And then I was walking around and I noticed a severe lack of item frames. So yeah, then I had to downgrade, remove all the item frames, upgrade, replace all the item frames. So that took so much more time than I had anticipated and hoped for. And when I was building that, I noticed that I didn't make it high enough. Because my first version, bonk, I just built this straight onto the bottom of that. So over there, so you had clay, clay, clay. That were the 3 clays, and then you had the row, and you had the floor over here, which made this lower floor really small. And I didn't want that. It made it cheaper though. But oh well. And I haven't quite decided how to add lighting over here, because you know I could just fill this floor in and add lighting at the same places over here and in here, like that. But I had a different idea, which we will get to in just a second. So I finished placing these like so. I wanted to make this a glass floor, so you can look down there. I like glass floors. I really do. This is bump your head height. Better. And oh, not so good. Come back, come back. Is this okay? Yes, and on the down, yes, great. So if I were to add those things over there, I could possibly make them unseeable from the bottom, but you would see them through the glass. I could add cross beams like I did over here, but no, I don't really want to do that either, because it takes away the whole I can look through it idea. So I'm not quite sure yet what to do with lighting. Maybe I'll try to do it from above, but it's also going to be difficult. Or I might switch to glowstone instead, so it wouldn't look as weird. Or just the corners, but then we wouldn't have enough lighting over here. Or some light armature up here. I think that might actually be an option. Lights up here. But that would have to be glowstone or redstone lamps. So I left this open because I wanted to do this. I'm not going to make any large windows in this storage area, because well, you know, it's a storage area. Hello, hole. Be filled. So I'm just going to add glass planes, glass panes. Such a pain to say. So I have this idea in my head for the roof, and I'm starting to lay it out. It's going to be a bit higher than the other roofs, a bit more light, allowing light to go through. Yeah, let's go like so. So if I would do like this, it would just be bland. So we need something different. I'm going for stone. Yeah, let's just do that. If we decide to go fancy, then we can also always do that. Like so. And just ring around. And some more. Done. Goes like so, because we do want some consistency. Yeah, that will work, I suppose. we'll have to. And let's grab these. Yeah, let's do something like this. You'll see. It's going to, between these blocks there will be glass. That's basically it. So we have glass over here. Don't think I have enough panes. Just a hunch. Maybe we do have enough panes. Yeah, I think we do. Oh, marvelous. Well, that's a first. We actually have enough. Because I'm not the best at planning ahead. Understatement of the year. So we'll do it like this and cover that as well. Let's grab this and break that because I don't want it to get double. Kind of defeats the entire purpose of making it spawn proof. Of course, now it is going to be more difficult to add light. Yeah. I always make it more difficult for myself, don't I? Well, I guess I could talk about a few other things that have been added in the snapshot I didn't mention. One is spectator mode, which is cool if you're making custom maps. And when you're in that mode, you cannot interact with the world in any way. So you can't punch someone, you can't pick up items. Items can't hit you, so you shoot an arrow at someone who is spectating, it just go right through him. Apart from the fact that you can't see anybody who is spectating unless you are spectating yourself. So yeah, they also activated rails. You used to be only able to. Don't have any on me now. Only you. Oh hi. Oh, that works. Used to be. The only purpose for activated rails used to be that you could detonate TNT cards. Never really been into mine cards, to be honest. A bit too. I don't know. I don't really know why I never got into that. Never interested me, I suppose. Anyway, I digress, as always. So they used to be only able to blow up minecarts, but now they will try to kick out an entity that's in a cart. So if you're in a cart, just riding along the track, and you ride over an activator rail, there's a chance you'll be kicked out of the cart. Of course, that same thing counts for any other creeper mob that's in there. So that could be useful in some ways, I guess. As I said, never really been into cards, so not too sure for what you can use that. I think that's really all they added for, survival. Oh, there was one more thing. The barrier block. Yes. I've fiddled around with map making a couple of times. Can't say it was any good, but the barrier block was something I always wanted. It's an invisible, unbreakable block. So you can place that and prevent players from doing, well, pretty much anything really. They can't go through it, and they can't break it. So I actually think this looks really cool. Maybe even do that. I don't think so. Well, no. Get over here. Thank you. I do need to think about lighting in here. I have no idea how to do that. I want some columny thing, something like this, but not as bland as this. And I'm mumbling again, and that's really bad. I'm sorry, I really am. I said mumbling. Right though. So chests are going to be over here and over here and over here and over here. So it's not an huge storage, but it already houses quite a heavy number of chests. Actually, as dividers, you can just do that. Which actually might look cool. But those would have to go. And what to do for lighting? Because anything I'll do up there is for sure going to make this look less clean. Now this looks cool. Ooh, this looks really awesome actually. So maybe I'll just end up doing that with glowstone anyway, because I have trouble finding any other solution, to be honest. I would try it right now, but I don't have any glowstone over here. And as I said, my nearest glowstone is in Kartonia, which isn't very near at all. So yeah, and an iron door. Oh yeah, oh I have 2 iron doors. That's right. Get excited every time. Is that pathetic? Yeah, it might be. You know what? I don't mind. Give me those. So at least we can get in and out of our storage, which has its advantages, I've been told. But there's one more thing I really do want to show you, which hasn't made me all that happy. Remember back in Kartonia, I had that tree stuff, and I had the wood storage. Then I had 6 like these, and I had a stair and a slab and a stair and a stair and a slab and a stair, so that would make a little square. Well, that's not possible anymore, because if you put in a stair, it looks like this. I mean, why did they do that? Because if you put this one next to it, and you're standing in front of it, then how on earth are you going to tell the difference between those two? You need to stand over here to see the difference. And rotating isn't really going to help either. I mean, no, it's just no. Then you'd have to rotate, remember the rotation, so you just use slabs. Those still work, true. But I'm still a bit sad that they changed that up. Of all things, change that. I mean, why? Droppers and etc. also have a different orientation, so somewhere in that code they change the orientation of things, which I don't really like, but what can you do? One thing they did add, which is cool, is if you put in an item, rotate it, remove it, then any other item will keep that rotation. Yeah, this is correct. Because this is the normal without any rotation. And this is 2 further, so this is 2 further as well. Marvelous. But that stumped my brain for a second. Lighting error. Indeed, bandit, indeed. So, up. Let's place you, and you, and you. Marvelous, marvelous. So, chests, more chests, more chests. No, I didn't want to open it. So this, yeah, as I said, this storage room is pretty small. It's probably the smallest I've ever built. But it will be able to house quite a lot of stuff. Especially because I can stack this quite high if I so desire, and the chances are that I do so desire. This I'm not very happy with at all. So what actually might end up happening is that I change those for glowstone and hope that it illuminates this floor as well. Or I'll think of something. I will do that next episode. And, you know, using these as separators do look kind of cool. But I might change that out for a lamp instead. Create a lot of light, yes. But, oh well. And then top it off with a quartz stair, maybe? Oh. Then again, quartz stairs and redstone lamps. Probably not the best combination. Probably. So, go. Storage. Nice. So it's not finished yet. Because, you know, the lighting and stuff. Hey, Bennett. Come on. Come with me. So, yeah. Lighting, for one. More chests. Another. Lots of item frames. Glowstone. And the likes. What am I looking for? I have no idea. Oh, I remember. I was dispatched with this. And I was sure there was something else. Bennett, do you remember? Do you? Hmm? No, you don't. Item frames, I need those. I'm just looking through my chests, trying to remember what I was going to grab. Ah, yes, I remember. See, that works. So, we're working on it. It's getting there. But we're not there yet. And I might want some speed potions for this station, because it's already pretty big. I mean, it's not Kartonia, but still. I like the fact this is nice and subtle. Let's try to get a closer look by moving further away. Yeah, I totally stole that remark from Vintage Beef. I know, but I thought it was funny. So let's get up. No, not what I had in mind. You sit. I don't want you teleporting right next to me and knocking me off my pillar. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm not that willing to find out. I don't want to do a missing. Oh, nasty. So up, up, up we go. Ah, see, that looks a lot better. I probably want to change that somehow. Because you have, you know, this roof. Sure, you can see that's a farm. I don't know what that is, and that's certainly something. I really like the look of that. I might copy that for that one, but I want to keep the interior a bit dark. So if I do that, I will be letting in a lot of extra light. Which, as aforementioned, I did not really want. You know what this game needs? Small backpacks for wolves. That's right, a small backpack. You know, just 4 or 8 items will be enough. But that gives you a really good reason to have a wolf around all the time. Oh, pretty cool, in my opinion. I do want to look one final time from the side. I know it's far from finished. Yeah, if you ignore everything below that line, it looks pretty good. That going to need some change. A lot of change, actually. But that's it for now. I wonder how many times I've already said that. I digress. I'm the king of digression. Is that a word? It is now. Anyway, my word. Steak. I hope you enjoyed the episode, even though it was a little bit chaotic at the end. I agree. I'm sorry. If you have an idea for this roof, which, you know, is a little bit different, but doesn't make it very bright in there, then that will be appreciated. I really wish they had matted glass that reduced the level passing through. Yes, I have plenty of ideas. Maybe I should mod, but it is not this day. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed watching. Any other, you know, suggestions? Maybe you know something what really needs to be here. Remember, this is primarily a food farm. The sheep is only here because we have actual sheep here. We don't have to have those. The Kerai. If you have a fancy name for this place, I would also much appreciate it. And I did not work on this today, did I? No, I did not. No, I had an idea and I don't want to do that. For something like an airlock, 2 doors, but that's not going to happen. So, Bennett, can you say goodbye? No? Okay. Ah, there we go. So with that, we end the episode. Thank you for watching.